Let's go.
I want to get on the action too.
Hey, threes. It's okay in a three-way, as long as you're in a three-way. You know what I'm saying?
We're in a four-way, so I don't know what's going on anymore.
It's not a four-way.
Chris has popped another one.
Uh-oh. What you think, Chris?
Does it make you want to get like some crazy
Is it
spice?
I want to go punch Guy Fieri.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining here.
It's supposed to be such a mensch, though.
Here on a wonderfully cold, bitter Saturday night, getting our pregame going, and we're starting.
It's worse than I remember it being.
And we're starting with the FlavorTown Bud Light Seltzers hard sodas. They are
trash. They are trash.
Yeah, it's 5%.
I felt like it tasted like more like cherry Coke last weekend.
Yeah, we were a little tipsy, not drunk, but tipsy.
Yeah, my taste was off clearly.
Yeah, 100 calories. It's not great. It's not even like
I don't like any seltzer drink, so this is probably this isn't the least one I dislike the least of the seltzers.
This cherry cola was fine. It didn't really the cherry in there was overpowering the cola. This orange is not great, but
the seltzer is overpowering it all to me.
It doesn't weird aftertaste.
The aftertaste is pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. That's that fake. That's whatever they do to get the sugar out of it, right?
Yes,
there.
exactly. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think what can you relate this to really get that? You know how like the first time you ever had Diet Coke, that's how it tastes.
Be like, where's the flavor?
Yeah, and then you got that like or you have like the Right Cola, and then that crap would sit in your mouth for days.
It tastes like Diet Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's 100% to me.
I don't remember the taste.
Diet
That's
Right
when you go to your grandparents' house and you got your pop and you're like,
no, I know what Diet Right is.
No, we got this other stuff over here. And you're like, what in the bleep is this stuff?
No, I know what Diet Right is. I can't remember the taste.
Grandma, can you not afford Coke? What the heck?
Can we help Mom? Can we help Grandma out and get her a Coca-Cola budget?
Can you give me a 5-spot, please?
Grandma, the RC Colas are 99 cents. Can you not spare 99 cents for an RC Cola?
I mean, you can just get the real one, not the diet thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I never got with it. That's like our buddy Ryan. His mom used to drink diet, caffeine-free Coca-Cola. She used to have a case of that in her.
That was like the gold can, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I never got that. It was garbage. That was the worst of the worst. Yeah.
The Coke Zero stuff's okay nowadays.
Yeah, I tried my best to stay away from the.
Yeah, no, it's better to stay away from it, but if it's not the worst option.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna have a pop every once in a while, you might as well get the real thing.
Yes. Yeah. Well, but I mean, just imagine growing up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s before they knew all this shenanigans of like how bad all Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all that was just like.
Well, you get your cigarettes with your
But
Coca-Cola.
what is it like? Soda used to be like just a dessert type thing.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah.
Do you guys call it soda or pop?
Oh, I don't know. I honestly never think about.
I mixed in between. Like sometimes I call it pop. Sometimes
I think the Midwestern way is more pop, right?
I think so,
we used to call it pop. But soda too. You'd have a soda.
I always go like I would say like I want a Coke. Like I would never say like I want like a cola. I would want a Coke.
Oh no, or a pop. Well, I just want a pop. Yeah,
pop,
so I think
pop
I would say
or a Coke.
Yeah.
And I would
sometimes I'll put both of them together. I'll say soda pop.
I don't think I've ever asked if I wanted like a Pepsi. I don't think I'm like, do I want a Pepsi? No.
Do you gentlemen want the Pepsi?
There's only one Pepsi that I want.
And he ain't here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Peppa, as they like to call him nowadays.
I shouldn't have forgot. I shouldn't have brought that story up.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, that's on the late night edition of the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
We've been waiting for that one. It was only
3:50 into it, and you got it.
I got it. Nailed it. World record.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast SMP. We got a fun night ahead of us here. We're down a man who's in New York at the best bar in New York last night, which made me. Listen. Everybody.
Joe's at the Clevelander right now.
Yeah. Everybody on this table right now is a little tired, a little beat up, and that man is enjoying himself at the Mean Fiddler in New York City. And God, I'm jealous. And he sent some snaps and just. It's like one of those old school 80 bars where women are on the bars dancing.
Kind of looked like I've never been there, obviously, but it kind of looked like a little bit of hang-up-y vibe in that place.
That could be, yeah.
Oh, probably a little bit more, a little dirtier than the hang-up-y. They don't have a second floor though where you can get.
They have a basement.
They have a.
Remember, we were in the basement. We went down to the basement. And Mike Basso, Daryl.
Oh yes,
and
yeah.
And they were like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah. You know it's a good bar when Mike doesn't like it. Like that's like
the barometer.
That's like standard. You gotta hang up and Mike's like, I don't like this bar. You know, yeah, this is our bar, guys. We're gonna be here all night.
The
tonight.
line is too long to get into lobbies.
Yeah.
Love this place.
So I'm mixing between Bud Light Seltzer and Coors Light because I'm.
That's a good choice. It's a good idea. You can just finish one and then drink the other one. You have to drink a simultaneously.
No, I gotta go. Listen. I've been thinking about my friend here, Coors Light.
I've been thinking about you all day, baby.
Seriously, since 9 o'clock this morning. Like, when do I get a Coors Light? No, last night. So we're going out for margaritas. I'm just trying to have one drink last night, Pat. It was a long day. Got down there a little bit late, so I was like, you know what? And it's walking distance to go for margaritas. So I was like,
walking distance.
Did you go to Cesar's?
Yes. So I had a walking beer with me. You know, one of my favorites, the
Beyond Bear Hug.
The red solo cup.
Yep. Yes, of course. And I head that way. We get over to Caesar's, and it's a madhouse. This place it's got levels that I've never been a part of. So I told us come back in 30 minutes. So you know me. What do we do for 30 minutes?
Go to a bar.
Let's go get a bar. Let's go get a drink. Head over to Friar Tuck's. Get a 312 of some sort that I don't know what it was. But it was $7 beer night.
Was that the green or the yellow?
No, it was not. And it was $3 beer night. Or $7 beer night. And I was pretty pissed. As I see on the wall, $4 cold snaps. And I was like, you mother. Okay, so I'm okay. I'm going to let it slide. We sit down. We get an immediate text. Says, our reservation is ready. You got 10 minutes if you want to come back.
Slam it, baby. Just like Oshevelle all over again.
And I'm like, And
that means that he's got to drink Lauren's beer, too.
Yes. So I'm 3 beers in on a night that I want to have one margarita. And a beer.
Una margarita, Chris.
So
one.
It's ridiculous. 10 minutes in, I'm literally slammed 3 beers. By the time I get over to margaritas, I was like, I don't need a margarita. I'm ready to salsa as it is at this point. And then our food took forever and it was a long night, but that's okay.
Is the food okay there?
Not bad. You know what though?
Never been.
I haven't either, Chris. That's what I was asking.
Oh, you guys go there for the margarita.
Oh, date night?
Hey,
I like it.
Hidden connections here.
There we go.
The food's fine. I don't know.
They give you the soup with it, right?
Yeah, you get a free soup. You get the good. You know what I like to do? Not a lot of places do this. Is they warm your tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips.
Your warm tortilla chip is where you're at.
Does the salt bake come and
sprinkle
a little
they
know how
to do the salt.
There's a salt guy. It's like, would you like fresh salt?
Would you like the lime salt?
Say away.
Too much lime salt. Too much.
But no. So like. And the food's fine, but by the time it was like 10:30, like that's when we finished. And
I
got
feel like those kind of places sometimes if the food's not great, they if you're not for like drinks like that, they're gonna spike the hell of the drink for you. So you're like, so you don't really realize the food's not that great because you just had like half a glass of tequila. Which was
what's kind of crazy. It was 10:30. They were closing up shop. They 30 minutes before. This is how I don't want to. I feel like Mexican like restaurants. A lot of them you kind of get. They burn you over. They drag you over the coals.
Rake you over the coals?
Yeah, rake you over the coals. And so they let this group of 9 or 10 people. They were like a Spanish, like they were speaking Spanish, but like I think they were from Spain.
España.
Yeah. And they were just college kids. Maybe they were like transfer students over, like a big group. I don't know. But they had gotten there at 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10 o'clock. And they were told like 15 minutes in. They have a ton of chips, and they were told 15 minutes in, last call. These dudes didn't blink. They didn't shudder. They're like, 4 more pitchers. They had 4 pitchers full on the table. 4 more pitchers. I was like, boys are going to town tonight.
8 pitchers of margarita.
I was like, Lauren, go home. I need to see where this goes. This is the type of night I need to be a part of.
And Peter hasn't shown up. And Peter's supposed to work about 5 p.m. the next day.
Yeah.
Strap yourself in, baby. It's going to be a long one.
Have you guys ever been to the hang-up?
Yes. We're going to work, boys. We're going to work. Who's on? Come on, slap some 5. Slap 5.
Those guys, after those 8 margaritas, after those 8 pitchers of margaritas,
go home.
They're going to be like, go with Peter and have maybe like 2 drinks. And they're going to be drunk. And they're going to see Peter walking up to a bar. And they're going to be like, this guy's drunk. He's not going to be able to get drinks. And Peter sobers up instantly for that 5 minutes, grabs like 8 more beers, and be like, you gotta be kidding me. How do you do it?
It's like Will Ferrell and
Pierce like
Old
a zombie.
School.
Like a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where win the debate.
Yes.
He puts it together. I was blacked out, guys. I don't know what happened.
Guys, how did I get 8 more beers? You just were off there.
Talking about Will and Will Smith, I think that's a good, because you brought something up where you're like, why is this at today when we're working? You brought this up where, why is this still a thing a week later?
Yeah, I really don't. I was over it like the day, like midway of the day next day.
I
was kind of like, eh. To me, it's just like 2 guys got a little. It's like just like 2 friends gonna fight and you move on in life. Like you get over it. It's not the big a deal.
I don't think Chris Rock.
Well,
I'm
just saying, like he should have slapped him back.
What's up?
Should have slapped him back.
He should have done something. Yeah, but no, he was the adult. Like that's a good way to put it. Like I watched
They should have just kicked him in the ass. He's walking off. Just got by stage.
He was the adult. He was definitely shook up. But if you haven't seen it, Will Smith slapped the out of Chris Rock, and over. You know what it really came down to is Chris Rock is sensitive about his bald wife. Like let's be honest. Will Smith. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, his wife was mad. He was laughing at the joke.
Yeah, he was laughing at the beginning.
Yeah.
He's like, how's it going? And he gives that stank guy, and he's like, damn it.
Yeah.
And then he's got to go up there and act like a tough guy. The problem is, my thing is, the slap happened. He should have been taken away. He should not have gotten that award. But the real thing is, he wouldn't have done that to anybody else but Chris Rock. You're not doing that to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle would have knocked you out. You're not doing that to any size comedian that's,
He would have done that to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan would have kicked his head off.
Oh, God.
Joe Rogan would never be at the Oscars.
For sure.
First part of that.
Joey Diaz, he could have done it to Joey Diaz because he could have ran away from Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz would have had a heart attack trying to chase after him.
Oh, man. You got how many C-bombs? Oh! Come here!
You might want to refrain for those for another 4 minutes.
If he would have hit Joey Diaz, they would have had to cut the commercial because those.
It would have been like, keep my wife's.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I'll give you some of your wife's now.
Let me show you that girl, baby. Let me show you that girl. But it was a hell of a shocker. I remember going to bed on Sunday night being like, holy crap.
Yeah, I was asleep, but I was out by like 10 p.m. I woke up to Peter's text message. And I'm like, no, I didn't see any of this. I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah. No, I did get that. And I was like, thanks, Pat. There's a whole other conversation here. Oh, no, it was just between us. Yeah. No, I thought it was a shocker. I thought it was an absolute shocker. I thought, and then for him to be able to stay is even more ridiculous.
It just proves that I could care less about the Oscars.
No, nobody cares about the Oscars. Everybody. The only reason you're on.
Maybe it's more interesting now. We're slapping. If we're going to slapping people around, get a little melee could be breaking out. Now I'm kind of interested. Maybe
you know what? I hate all those award shows. I think it's just a way for them to pat themselves on the back.
It's like, what is it? The Family Guy one where Peter has to go to the play for Meg, and he misses the. I don't know. I think it may have been the Oscars in that one where he misses it, and the guy's. Who is out through a zipper and they ban a bunch of things on TV going forward. I mean, that's what could have happened there, Pat. You could have missed the slap and then all this stuff gets blocked out.
Yeah, it would have been a melee.
I think like one of these award shows, like particularly the
What
Oscars,
if Hulk Hogan all of a sudden came out on stage and just started
it comes crashing down.
Starts hulking up.
Yeah. I got your brother.
He just got divorced from his second wife.
Oh, what a guy!
Yeah,
what a champion.
He's gonna be back at WrestleMania 40 next year. Gonna get some money from Vince McMahon. I can come out there and do a leg drop. Vince, I need the cash.
His first wife took him to the cleaners.
Yeah,
like that story.
But I think the problem with the Oscars, like all those movies are on there. Probably not gonna watch any of them.
No, yeah, that's 100% true.
That's fair. Yeah,
or very few of them. Let's put it that way.
But again, I don't
do I have any interest in watching the movie that he won the Academy Award for? No, not really.
Oh, the King Richard?
Yeah, I think it's on HBO Max. I think you can watch it if you want to. Like, I'm good.
Nope, me either.
That's not, and then like whatever the other ones were, the West Side Story. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm that one too.
I've seen like the old West Side Story.
I've seen the thing. I'm like, that's good.
60s. That was alright.
Don't need a remake.
No,
I'm good.
How about we come up with some original ideas?
Yeah, I don't know what the other movies that were nominated for, but will I probably like them or watch them? Probably not. Just give me the next, Will Ferrell movie. I'll watch that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he hasn't had it going. He's pissed at the guy who did. I'm going to watch the Lakers documentary. I've heard that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's not a documentary. It's like a show, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. He wanted to be Jerry Buss, and
yeah,
and then they hired his buddy instead, John C. Reilly.
Yeah, and I heard that
he's like shake and bake.
Yeah.
But Will Ferrell won't talk to the K guy anymore. The director.
But John C. Reilly was super appreciative because he hadn't gotten any new roles in a long time. He was not working.
Yeah, needs Will Ferrell movies to come around.
Yeah, and Will Ferrell ain't making any movies. That's what I was thinking. I forget what I was talking to this about, but there's kind of like groups of like comedians who do like a bunch of movies together, and then they disband and do their own thing. Like the Knocked Up Guys did all those. Like they did like Superbad. They did I Love You Man, 40-Year-Old Virgin. That was a group of comedians. Yeah. Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly.
Well, Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson.
Yes, Owen Wilson.
The other Wilson
yes, guy. Yeah. For sure. They did a bunch of movies.
They did like Dodgeball, they did Buddy Crashers, various people in one.
The guys from Superbad kind of had a little bit of a thing. Like those three dudes, like they each had kind of their own.
Yeah.
But we don't have that right now.
Those are more like the Judd Apatow movies.
Yes, yeah. But you don't have that right now. Adam Sandler for a long time had some pretty good movies in his group.
Yeah, he still has the same guy.
Yes.
Always just knowing.
Oh yeah. What's the
Murder Mystery was okay.
Yes, that was good. Yeah.
They're making another one of those.
Yeah, they are. But what's the other one? The Halloween one wasn't too bad either. It's just like
I couldn't get over his accent. Or
yeah.
There was whatever the stutter or whatever he had there.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over that. I guess couldn't watch it.
It wasn't. But you know what's funny? They think like all those movies connect in some way. Like they try to like say that like they're all like one universe.
Nah.
Yeah.
Getting too deep in this one. Nah. Yeah. I watched that horrible David Spade movie there that was on the.
The Wrong Miss.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was fucking terrible.
No good. Any movie.
Oh, that's the one where he texts the wrong girl on the phone, right?
Yeah.
I watched like the first 3 minutes.
Katrina and I watched it and we're like halfway through. We're like, this is awful, but
yeah.
It's like 20 minutes left. We might as well finish this.
Oh, just
at least David Spade only had only put me through an hour 25 of that one.
No fun. I like this guy as a comedian, and he's fine. He's good on podcasts. I forget what's his name. He's the comedian from Minnesota. He did. He was on Reno 911. The guy on the roller skates.
The guy that's the gay guy in I Love You Man, right?
No.
No.
No. He's like a short, fat dude. He's
a different guy.
Big drinker. Reno 911. He's the one who was riding on the roller skates. Nope, never saw that. Huh? Oh God, I'll look it up. But he was in that movie too. And any movie he's kind of ever been in, it's gonna be. It's just gonna. He's in. What's the baseball movie?
Benchwarmers?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, Nick Swartzen, yeah.
I hate that.
You can swear.
Oh, fuck that guy. I hate him.
His comedy's not bad, but he in movies is not good. It's just not a good movie. Benchwarmers was good though. I did enjoy Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers was pretty good. Rob Schneider in that
I can't think of what's the last comedy I really enjoyed that came out.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a good ponder. Because you're right. The last one and I don't know if it's really a comedy, but Bodyguard.
Yeah, it's not
that
really
first
a
one
comedy.
was good.
It's an action comedy. I'm talking straight up comedy.
What's that? Free Guy. That's a good
I haven't seen that one.
That's a good movie. I don't know if that's
Internship
comedy.
was pretty good.
Internship was pretty good. Yeah.
That might be one of the last ones. That was still like 5-6 years ago at least,
That's a
right?
long time. Will Smith and Vince Vaughn, or Owen Wilson was Vince Vaughn, another group that was just on fire.
Yeah, he had a cameo. Will Ferrell had a cameo there too.
Yes, he did. He always does. You're right. What is the last good comedy? There's got to have been a good comedy that we have seen recently. I don't know. You're right. We have to think about it.
That's for a cliffhanger for the next podcast.
Yes. Well, we'll literally when we're getting food tonight. We'll all just sit there and kind of think. All right. So we go into last weekend was a fun. Actually, it was a pretty fun house party here. We all got a little tipsy. Nothing crazy.
I was probably the best I ever had with the water to beer ratio.
Yeah.
I was
right until we got to, but we went to Enjoy, and Enjoy kind of sucked.
The music was terrible.
Oh, the DJ was awful.
Terrible.
I've never seen Joe and Frank so mad.
I mean, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was. Like, it's not like it was just us. Like, it was nobody moving in that bar.
Yeah, just terrible. And then my Uber ride home with the car that had over 300,000 miles, and the speedometer was not moving, or not the speedometer. The odometer was not moving at all. I was definitely scared. And he was trying to get me to get out at like 5 blocks away from my house so he could just go right to the highway. And I was like, sorry, buddy. I need you to take me home.
It's under 30 degrees, dude. Let's keep going.
Yeah, just get there. Just
on Joe's Uber. Give me a 1 star. I don't care.
I will pee in this rust bucket. It was the oldest car I've ever been in.
You can see the street through the floor through the floor of the car.
Oh, who was telling that story? Crap. Who was it? I was listening to a podcast this week about his dad meeting his. Oh no! It was Dave Kaplan telling about his. Dave Kaplan is on ESPN Radio.
Chicago media personality.
Yes, yep, he's a
Sports
long time Cubs fan. Big. If you're from Chicago, you know who we're talking about.
He's got a nickname of the Dolphin with Flipper because he switches his opinion so often.
So often. But he was telling a story about how his dad in the early 40s or 50s when he met his wife, he had this rust bucket of a car. And he accidentally kicked, because it was so rough, he put his foot through the panel and so he had a hole in his car and he hit a pothole that was like a water thing, and the water splashed up through it and all over his pants on his first date with his mom.
Yes.
Like how bad would that be? Like your first date?
I mean, I feel like if you knew you had the hole there, you should probably avoid the puddle.
That's true. It's very true.
You don't know. It could have happened on the same ride, Pat, for all you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you want to be Willow Weary then.
That's how I kind of felt last week. I'm like, this car. Also, it was manual, so everybody was like, and you're just like,
The
Jesus.
Prime Minister's got a bad transmission.
I think it was the worst car I've ever been a part of. Like, what in the hell? How is this guy an Uber driver? Like, let's go Uber. Get together.
You know, it's a little harder to find drivers, so they're a little more lenient on the auto inspection.
Well, they're charging me like they've got all.
If it has 4 wheels and 4 doors or 2 doors, you know, they're good to go.
I would appreciate if Uber's stock price would rise with.
Yeah. With the.
Going back to Will Smith, you guys want to hear a funny joke?
Why not?
What did the 5 figures say to the face?
What did Chris Rock's face have on the morning after the Oscars?
There's got to be some kind of Will Smith related thing, right? Something probably with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I'm guessing, but I can't think of anything right now.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. That was close.
I thought it was good. And I got another one here if you guys want really quickly. Joe Rogan was talking to another comedian who's a huge gardener, and he was talking about manure.
Oh, great.
And you know, like, you're not...
So it sounds like a real riveting podcast.
It was good. I love gardening. But you know you're not supposed to use... So when you're getting fertilizer, you're supposed to get female cow fertilizer. So I think that's a cow. Like, you're supposed to get cow, not bull fertilizer, because bull, like, doesn't have... That's why they call it bullshit. That's where the phrase bullshit comes from, because bullshit is useless.
Good to know.
Yeah, isn't that? I thought that was interesting shit. I love when you find things out, like why we use bullshit. Like, what would if you ever thought about like bullshit? Bullshit.
So do you know if when you're buying manure at the store, if it's from a female cow? Is it on the label? You gotta read the labels.
Yes, you gotta read the labels. Yep, you don't want any mix-ups.
So somebody selling me some bullshit.
But selling you some bullshit, and that's what you don't want.
No bullshit, Chris.
No bullshit. How interesting is that? Like that to learn the words or the phrases that we use.
Chris,
I'm shocked.
Speechless. I see it.
I think I just gotta leave.
You should probably go. Okay, do we want to get into our favorite segment now? Yay or nay?
I don't know if this is a favorite segment, but we can get into it.
What's your favorite segment, Chris? Tell me.
The Joe C. Lock of the century of the week.
When he makes you money. Not like, let's talk about talk about a bad beat.
We really got to go with this 3 times this week.
Talk about a bad beat. Let's go to bad beat.
Tell us, baby. Tell us. Preach!
On Thursday, our boy Zach Levine had been scoring 24. He's averaging 24 points a game.
Averaging 24 points a game.
Had a really bad game the game before. He only scored like 10 points.
Only scored 10, Pat.
Gotta prove yourself.
It's a show-up game.
Show-up game. Gotta get that 24.
No one told DeMar DeRozan this, evidently.
Man misses wide open. Could have had all the time in the world to take that 3. Wide open miss.
I mean, Pat Lynch, you could have hit it.
You could have hit it, Pat.
Probably not. I'm pretty bad at basketball. I'm not gonna lie.
Misses a wide open 3. I'm not getting nervous. We got 2
Maybe I
minutes.
could hit the rim.
21 points. We got 2 minutes at the end of the game. Zach Levine, was gonna get some free throws, something. We'll get there. We're fine. Misses 2 layups. Okay. And no fouls on the layups either. Just misses 2 layups, no fouls. Get a little dicey. All right, now we got 30 seconds off. I'm like, I'm boned, and the Bulls are gonna lose. Somehow, miraculously, the Bulls, with a stupid foul by the Clippers, and then Mark DeRozan getting fouled on a 3, but missing one of the 3s, they end up in overtime. Overtime's 5 minutes, Pat.
I know.
3 points for my boy Levine.
Only 3, Pat.
Only 3.
Not meant to be, Peter.
DeRozan does not give the ball to anybody else.
You didn't call Zach be like, Zach, just get the rebound.
If I would have been hit that game, I would have been screaming, just get the rebound. I was so pissed.
Zach don't rebound, baby.
No, he doesn't. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Lamar would have been pointing up into 300 level with his hands on his nuts, being like, that's for you, buddy.
I was so... Chris is out in the basement. It's me and Sexy Pepsi and Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson's sitting on the couch just like kind of watching TV. I'm the only one working.
He's in euphoria watching DeRozan go off for 50. And Peter's like slamming his desk.
It was not a good
Sounds
night.
like a lot of work's getting done there.
No, there was a good amount of work in there. It was just a little upset. All right. So, that's on that. We'll start with the first one. Would you rather give up sports or no? Not would you rather. Yay or nay? Sports or sex?
You mean watching sports or playing sports?
All sports and in general. So you have to give up sports completely, or you have to give sex up completely. sex with a woman or a guy. Or animals, if that's what you're into.
I'm not into
I don't know, Pat,
either the last two of those.
I didn't want you coming up with any
Pat's a
side
big
moves.
furry.
Yeah. I didn't want you coming up with some weird shit trying to say, well, I could still have sex with my cats if I wanted.
What? You gotta edit that part out.
No, why?
Oh, Lord.
No, you don't.
Oh, Lord.
That's not. Listen, there's things as bestiality. I don't know if it's illegal in some countries. It might be. It might
That's
not
frowned
be.
upon in this
Most-
state,
yeah.
buddy.
Dear
That's
Barbara.
it is what it is. But okay, so yeah, let's get back to the yay or nay. Are you yaying sports and giving up sex, or are you yaying sex and giving up sports?
That's the bad.
Yes.
That's the gears of bad are turning right now. It's like,
Did you Stephanie other listen to the podcast? That's what you got to think about. Like, all right, is she listening? Because then I say I'd give it up for sports, and now she doesn't want to have sex, and I can't say she didn't go watch sports. Now I'm really screwed.
Probably go to sports.
Yeah. Okay, that would be tough. Chris?
I don't know. I don't get much of the one, so.
Yeah, but you never know. You might be up for. You might be due.
You can always pay for it.
You're gonna be the one giving it up, and then you got all of it over there in that corner.
I mean, I'm looking for a lot of sex in my 40s. So.
You're only 6 years away.
Only
Five.
4 years away, baby.
Four. Oh God. You gotta get on that shit.
Not about the.
Oh
I'll
shit.
give up sports.
I will
Give up sports for the prospect of
For the potential.
potential.
I guess I gotta give up sex. Or no.
And he's done.
Oh damn it! No, I'd give up sports too. I thought it was a good because we were it's a sports and a sex podcast.
It's a tough one.
It's a toughie. It really is tough. It's not as easy as you think. As a man, it's not as easy as you think. Because we were hoping to watch the Duke UNC game tonight. There's so much sports. They got the NBA playoffs coming up. You got well, who doesn't
The
love?
NHL
I feel like
playoffs
I-
are coming up. The best playoffs.
I feel like I would be
not.
like George Costanza, and then when he stops giving up sex, if I give up sports
get
all the time,
smarter.
I would be so much smarter.
Oh yeah, there'd be no reason to go out.
If I didn't devote like a good probably half my brain path to like following sports,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's
That's true. Okay, next one.
then more sex than theory.
Yeah,
would be down.
Joe. I could give you Joe's answer. Joe would give up sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
He's
not
already,
a good one.
He's already. Joe would be like, "Do you want to give up the Marvel universe or
Yeah,
sex?"
there you go. Yay or nay? Hitting the lottery but losing it all and going broke, or never being rich but always being comfortable.
Comfortable.
Ooh.
I'd rather go for the ride.
I'm with you, brother. I'm going for the ride. I don't care where it takes.
If I'm
me.
blowing
Let's go.
the lottery money, I'm gonna have some fun in the process. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's got to be right.
Because I guess it depends on the age too of us, but like, yeah, I think I could go back to being comfortable at least after losing it all.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I mean, can you imagine what kind of fun you'd have to have losing it all? There's got to be some good stuff in there.
Yeah, you just can't give it. You can't lose it by giving it to other people. You got to spend it.
Yeah, you got to be smart about it. Like if you're gonna lose it, go for broke on it.
Yeah.
Like, and I thought about that with the, with some of the stuff we've been doing lately. It's like to get that, and then to think about losing it all. Like, can you imagine? That would be just because I think it's like everyone isn't it like I think the statistic is 90%.
Well, so a lot of people win it. They're not really financially savvy necessarily.
Yeah.
And they
But I'm saying like I think like 90% of people who won the lottery have lost all their
or
money.
they make bad investments
Yeah.
and they get swindled.
Yes,
people.
because they get a lot of people coming up to them with these.
Yeah. Everybody's got. I can double your money. I can triple your money.
Yep.
And if you're not that sophisticated, you're like, oh, sounds great. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
like your tax bill's here and you're paying half of
Like
it.
us, we're investing in all these stupid shit that's all probably gonna.
You put
Yeah.
a Captivate 4, you put a couple billion in it. Like, see what happens.
Yeah.
Roll the dice.
Products Lab 3, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, last one for yay or nay. And this goes kind of to the money. Well, because we've been working our butts off, and it's been a long couple of weeks here, guys. Would you rather make a butt ton of money and hate your job, or would you rather love your job but make nothing?
Well, we're already doing one of the ones.
Yeah, I hate my job and I'm not making much money. So
Well, I love my job. I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't make that much money. So I guess I would like to hate my job.
Can you repeat it one more time, please?
Would you like to make a butt ton of money
Yep.
and hate your job, or love your job but make no money? And this is that goes to that thing of
I'd rather make a lot of money and hate my job because I
Yeah.
can do stuff outside of my thing.
that's what I was thinking too. People always talk about love what you do and you're never going to work a day in your
I mean, I
life.
don't mind my job, but like, do I love my job? Not
Yeah.
necessarily, but do I like that my job can allow me to do things outside of my work? Then yes.
Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
I'm taking the money.
Taking the money?
Money.
Yeah, I hate my job and taking the money.
Yeah. I think you can find ways and then just retire early. But if you love your job and you got to work the rest of your life, like you never financially set.
I don't care how much you love a job. At the end of the day, it's still a job.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta find a job that you love that makes you.
Because any job that you're making, any job that's not like if you're a rock star, you're gonna make some money. So.
Yeah. No, I get it. I feel you on that one. It would be nice if we could make a bunch of money and then, if this podcast and people would spread the word about the best podcast on the waves these days.
The Joe Rogan experience. I know it needs to get some traction. Not enough eyeballs on it.
Forget that guy. That guy, he got nothing. He's always whining about some Spotify thing.
Or he's putting guys talking about manure on his podcast.
Listen,
is that where you got it from?
Yeah, no. It was
Were you not paying attention?
No,
come on, you're better than
I
this.
zone Peter out sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you guys know that a new wave of COVID-19 is coming? Are you prepared?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Gavin, breathe on me today. I'm ready.
Let's not say that too loud. Let's hopefully Mr. Anderson doesn't hear that. I was getting nervous. I hope because I know Mr. Anderson would probably be pretty upset if he found out that Kevin was there. And
he didn't ask why Gavin was wearing a mask all day?
I think he, you know what? He probably thought better of it. He's like, I probably shouldn't ask. Because he probably knew. But also, we can't really lose anybody at this point. You know what I'm saying, Pat Lynch?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't get mad when he threw up that layup and I knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. Do you know what that layup was? No, you don't.
I don't know. I was there for that.
Yeah, you were there. You're just not smart. It's okay.
I didn't pay attention.
Did you guys see the Bruce Arians thing? He
retired?
He retired.
Well, he moved up.
No, he moved into front office.
Yeah, he retired.
You know what he did though? This is kind of the shimmy and the shake. There's a lot of people complaining about this. Is he waited to the new?
Why they hired an African American?
No, they waited to the new year to do it, so they didn't have to interview any candidates. But that works both ways. Nobody got interviewed for that job. It was just like, here you go to this guy.
But I mean, we got a minority, right? Isn't that what the NFL is looking for? More diversity.
Yeah, but what about?
What is it? Did you hear that there's the Rooney Rule thing, where you have to have either a female or minority on your offensive staff, starting in 2022.
That's weird.
Like just one? It could be like a receivers coach or something?
You have to have one, yeah.
That doesn't seem that hard. That doesn't seem like an unreasonable request.
No, but why? Whatever. I don't. Do you think coaches are?
I just find it weird that you make it mandatory that you have to have one of these people on your.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, are you thinking like NFL coaches are not looking for the best talent? Yeah. They're just looking, and it's based on race. I mean, listen, I don't know. I get that that's a very.
I think you look at the fact that I think the issue is I think 95% of the players are 90% of players are minorities, and the coaching staff's the opposite a lot of times. Head coaching at least.
Yeah, but don't you think unfortunately
there are three head coaches now African American, and 4 that are minorities.
Yeah, but
5. I think a Miami coach who's as white as me is evidently biracial.
I didn't know that
because they got the 49ers got picks for him getting hired.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear that. No, I think isn't he? He's not. But he's.
Oh, is that why the freaking Chiefs got a pick for the Bears hiring
Poles? Yeah.
Poles?
Hmm?
They got compensatory picks. I didn't quite understand how that worked. That's interesting.
Because he's a minority. They took him off. A minority gets you a.
If you hire a minority from another team, the organization that got hired from gets
compensatory picks. Wow, I did not know that. That's interesting.
I think you get more if you're. I think you get 2 if you hire an executive versus 1 for a coach.
Wow, but I still don't. It's you know why
that's
though.
Interesting.
But why that is, Pat, is because most of those most of the guys who are so. Most of the GMs and coaches are just failed athletes, and
they're white guys who couldn't cut it.
That's it. Most African Americans can make it into the league, and if they don't, they're not going to coach. They don't want to go coach.
I think if you're successful, you probably don't want to coach because it's not worth your time. You made a bunch of money.
Exactly. Where a lot of these white guys.
That's what Poles is a failed guy.
Offensive lineman, right?
Yeah. He's in the Bears.
Exactly.
Oh, really? Yeah. Interesting.
He was on the Bears when Urlacher and Briggs and those guys were all I think when they're competing for a championship, he never made it past the training camp.
Yeah,
wow, exactly. Cool. I did not know that.
I guess I think he got hurt in college, and he was a higher prospect until he got hurt, and then he never recovered fully.
Gabe Karimi.
I don't think he was that bad.
But he had leg issues, and they knew that when they the guy that they
Chris Williams is the guy that had back issues.
Kareem didn't have a knee.
Maybe this is garbage.
He was just garbage. He was that. Who was the Mike Tice? was the guy who went up to Wisconsin and told them he was Mike Tice guy. And he was
wasn't that the draft where the Bears were like supposedly they were supposed to have a trade with the
Yes.
Ravens and and then the Ravens sat there and people jumped the picks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were pissed.
Good job, Bears.
I still don't think they really deal with the Bears.
Good old Jerry Angelo, baby.
Who was the guy who I only briefly read the article, but the Bears tried offer sheeting somebody. I think it was from the Bills.
To the Bills.
And
Guard from the Bills.
Yeah, and they signed
they
him,
matched
right?
it. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
That's one of those other rare things that I saw.
It was they tendered him as original tender, so the Bears. So basically, the Bears they matched it because they didn't really have to give up much to match him.
Yeah.
The Bears offered him a contract because they wouldn't have to give up much, and then the Bills
matched it.
matched it.
I guess evidently they didn't offer enough that the Bills couldn't match it. A lot of times you do that, like with cap strap teams, they'll do that, and then you like front load the contract so they can't afford it. But that's not what happened here.
Well, and also they waited till the last minute to do it too. I remember hearing that on over the weekend or like in the beginning of the week, and they came back, or the Bills waited till the last minute to say.
The polls found out when he was at a press conference with the media, and they're like, "So you didn't get Brian Bates?" And he's like, "Oh, excuse me, we didn't." Son of a bitch.
Interesting. Wow.
Oh,
That's kind of crazy.
So I've lost my two top free agents I was trying to sign. One didn't pass the physical.
Yeah.
The other one's going back to Buffalo.
I'm not sure if it was him that came out, or I read an article where they're willing to like give him a deal, but it's got to be like renegotiated from what it was.
Yeah, I think he's got a foot injury or something.
Yeah,
right?
he hurt his foot in the divisional round playoff game.
I mean, I don't know where the Rams are getting all this cap space and money. But
Well, they did lose Von Miller. They lost Von Miller.
was Von Miller a big cap hit at that point?
Probably. And then I think I'm guessing the left tackle retired.
Yeah,
he was
left
trying to make a
tackle
ton of money.
retired.
He was making a ton of money too?
Yeah, he was
And Matthew Stafford signed that contract.
So I'm sure his is like backloaded.
Okay. Because I feel like they're signing everybody. They're still trying to get Odell Beckham. And
Allen Robinson, I think Allen Robinson was making the same money Robert Woods was that we're trading him because Allen Robinson's coming up.
Where did Robert Woods go?
He's in Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, they got to be like just trying to, they got to be rigging that cap just to get. That's one thing I saw. I read an article once like things that NFL like people like fans worry about more than NFL teams worry about is like cap space. Like NFL teams are like, yeah, we'll deal with it. Like there's so many things they can do to like mess around with it, but like fans will be like always like they got no cap space. We got no cap space.
Oh yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah.
Like,
no, you're right.
Like the Saints were like $50 million over the cap at the start of the offseason. They're like, yeah, we're fine.
We'll figure it out. Well, they got smart and they're like, nah, we're not gonna get. Let's look at that Taysom Hill contract. Tight end, he only makes like $5 million. Quarterback, 10. He's a tight end now.
but my contract says you're a tight end.
You're a tight end.
Do you want to make that $5 million or you want nothing?
Yeah. Boy, there was something I wanted to go to because of that. Oh, talking about in like the head coaching and all that stuff, and the transgender stuff, and
They was brought up on podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget what podcast it was though.
I thought it was Brendan Schaub.
Oh yes, King and the Stink. They were talking about how that woman swimmer who was like 465 ranked as a male, and now she's the number one. Now she's the number one ranked female.
Well, I think she's done with her college career now. I think she's a senior, so I think she's over now.
Yes, but they were talking about how they need to kind of, they need to fix the system. Like
well, I think again, if there's enough athletes that are like that, I think you should probably have like a third. Group,
yes,
right?
I think that's what they're going to try. Or one good suggestion I thought that they came up with was looking at the world records of males versus female, like the men's world record and the females, and then that difference in time is what like a male has to like. So like before they start, say it's 6 seconds,
that's kind of arbitrary. That's kind of a hard thing to.
But I think that's a fair that's saying like a men are 6 seconds better, like just physically 6 seconds.
You add 6 seconds to that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Just like that. I don't see that ever happening.
I think that's really what they're looking at doing is how to figure out, because you can't unfortunately allow a male who wants who's transgender want to.
But in the opposite way, like
women can't compete with that.
I mean, you won't see it. The thing is, you're not going to see it go the other way, most likely, right? You're not going to see an athlete that was a female that transitioned to a male.
Well, they can, but again,
it's
never going to be. What Pat's saying is, you're not going to see like the best female swimmer or like the 465th ranked female swimmer transition to a guy and automatically become the best male swimmer.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, so I think that's where you look at the fairness of it, and it's not super fair, probably.
Yes, but that's the whole thing. Yeah. That's like it's all unfair because unfortunately, the reason we have classes like men versus women is because in a lot of those sports, women just can't compete with men.
I do find it fascinating, like the different groups that are arguing about this one, though.
Yes, people get really, really upset about it. Which I don't.
What do the right wing Christians say about this?
They're probably against it all. The women should be in the kitchen.
Don't say gay. It got signed into law.
Get the hell out! Really?
Yeah. Oh, the government couldn't be.
They're probably.
Have we decided to cut Florida off as a state completely?
It is the penis of America, so it makes its own mind up.
It's insane. I can't believe they're getting away with that. But
I can think of there's a few states that I have no intention of ever living in. Florida is creeping up that list high.
What are the states that you don't?
It's gaining rapidly in Mississippi. Let me tell you.
What's that?
States I would never want to live in.
I want to know the list. I want to know the list of Pat Lynch states that he's not going to live in. Mississippi, Florida seems like it's getting there.
I think North Dakota seems miserably awful.
North Dakota and South Dakota, they're definitely on the list.
And then Mississippi just sounds like a cesspool of humanity. I don't think I want to live in Louisiana because you get hurricanes and it's flooded all the time.
I can understand that. Alabama wouldn't be one I want either.
North and South Carolina are beautiful, but they have a lot of weather issues too.
Florida's probably Florida's top 5.
It's got to be.
Just a cesspool of America.
North Dakota, South Dakota.
Mississippi. Probably than Florida. I'd probably go live there. I'd rather live in Alabama than Florida.
That's fair.
If you get in a nice city in Alabama, it's supposed to be pretty nice.
Yeah, I'd rather anywhere in Alabama probably.
Louisiana.
Pat's looking America's cousin.
Ding, 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 ding. Give me there.
That's pretty crazy. But I thought that was really interesting how they were.
Pretty mouth there, boy.
Yeah. No dice.
That's Pat Lynch over there.
Let's cut that out right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's the world's crazy, and it's only getting crazier. Think about all the freaking craziness that's happening in Chicago with all the recently all the shootings, or the mall. Did we even talk about that? Our buddy, who's a cop in the area, told us about the Rosemont shooting at the mall, and it was just gang related. And these dudes just started shooting in the mall, and unfortunately, the only other person that the guy hit was a girl and hit her in the side, and thank God she didn't freaking die.
They found her in the bathroom hiding.
And then I think another dude got shot, and he just fled, and he's like, "Forget it, I'm not staying here. I don't care about nothing." That's just freaking insane. And then most of the other kind of crazy crap that's going on here. You just gotta love it, boys. Gotta love it.
Maybe North Dakota is the spot to go. There's not enough people there to get yourself killed. Pat, I can see you want an oil rig working.
The problem is besides if you live there, when the oil pipe leaks, all your water supply is messed up.
Well, that's what fracking. They keep screaming, "Let's frack, let's frack."
Come on, Pat. You would love having flames come out of your kitchen sink.
Light your water on fire. Yeah. You don't have to worry about keeping your house warm because you just let your water on fire.
Any place that's colder than Minnesota, I don't.
Oh no, I know.
Any place colder than this, I'm not going to anymore.
Oh yeah, forget it. This state is. It's April and we're getting snow. What are we doing? This.
Stop being backwards.
It was an April Fool's joke that didn't go away.
No. Did you guys hear of any good April Fools?
The one that your brother got caught on today.
That was pretty good, but it was kind of silly.
Pepsi,
I didn't see that one.
It said he got after his 50-point game, he got suspended for performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Pepsi's like, "Do you see it? He got suspended." Pepsi, think about what day it was.
Yeah.
The only one that we got was Mike Basso, his
a former host of the show.
His lady friend put a sticker, did something on the
put on the you can go to Google and you can say screen cracked and then click it and it'll stay up on your TV screen and it looks like your TV screen's cracked and she thought she got him and definitely not.
And then Mike said he was going to pants her at church.
And we were more shocked that they were going to go to church.
Yeah. That's the April Fool's joke, Michael. Yeah. We got it.
Yeah, seriously. But then me and Chris were giving him a hard time because him and it's their work from home culture. They're all just kind of hanging out, working from home. But everybody's just the dogs laying all over the place. They're just laying on the couch, and I'm like, man, we really missed the boat on working from home.
No, we didn't.
I work all the time, so.
From what?
When I'm working at home, I'm working from
we get all those texts. You're the first person Hey, Von Miller went to.
Because I have notifications on my phone, Chris. I'm informing you, Chris. I know the reception's a little shoddy in the basement down there.
You're on the with the T-Mobile plan. Yeah.
I'm trying to help you out, bro.
Pat Lynch is over here watching me.
I'm trying to be Adam Schefter and Wojciechowski for you guys. All right.
Pat Lynch is on
and whoever the baseball guys
Midday Sports Center over here, like just feeling like, oh man, what's the next signing? Oh, there it is.
I feel you. I'm just looking up some weird and odd news for the week here, boys. Do you guys hear anything fun and interesting?
Not really.
Come on, you two never come prepared for this at all, dude. You're really killing me here.
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about your boy Eric Church or Pat.
Oh yes, Church. Did you hear about that? Look at this. This guy, you are a genius.
I did
not hear about anything.
You did not hear about Eric Church?
Your boy Eric Church.
Guess what he did Saturday, or he did today?
He did today?
Yeah. What do you think he did today?
Play a concert?
No.
He canceled the concert. Why did he cancel the concert, Pat?
The vid.
No.
Where's the concert at?
San Antonio.
Good call.
He canceled the concert in San Antonio?
Canceled in San Antonio.
It has to do with the madness.
Like March Madness?
No.
Oh, because he's who's in the Final Four? It's what? He's from Carolina, so North Carolina's in thing, so he's going to watch the game.
With his family.
Yeah. He canceled the concert.
Sure, reschedule it.
He did reschedule it for September in a smaller venue for free.
Yeah.
The people lost their minds because a lot of people, like in Texas, like booked hotels, booked flights to go see him.
Well, that's the thing that would happen like at Adele when Adele canceled her thing like a day before. People flying to Vegas, going from Vegas, and they're like, "Oh, no show." Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, but he
thousands
and he thought he was just going to be like a no big deal. Like, no, his fans. Some people were like, "Oh, we get it. You like this." No, most of them were like, "You SOB." Like,
well, also like that's probably like the people on Twitter. Like anything, like it's blown out of proportion how people are really pissed off most likely about anything.
That's what I do on Twitter. I badmouth Pat Lynch all the time.
That's awesome. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't care.
That's why there's no consequences.
I'm on the MySpace, Chris. You are getting tore a new one by me.
Nice. Is Tom still on the MySpace?
Me and Tom. I'm telling Tom about you all day, Chris, baby. Don't you worry.
It's just you and Tom?
Just me and Tom talking shit about Chris.
Is he your only top 5? Am I in your top 5?
I'm only it's just me and Tom. I have no other friends.
Nobody else is on MySpace.
Nobody else is on there anymore.
Some who bought MySpace. So they bought MySpace at when it was like dead and gone. For like
I want to say it was like Yahoo, but it's
not Friendster or something. Does that get bought too?
Huh?
Friendster was one of them too, right?
Was it really?
I don't know what Friendster is.
I think it was something like a MySpace type of deal.
Nice. You guys want some interesting news for this week?
That's what we're doing right now.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
MySpace.
The oldest U.S. active park ranger retires at 100.
What park was he at?
In California, Red Rock, or not Red, but with the big redwood trees.
Rupert Murdoch's News Corp bought MySpace and its parent company Intermix in 2009 for $580 million.
Yeah, that's insane.
I've been to those woods.
Yeah,
outside San Francisco.
Maybe you met the lady. She just retired at 100. Would you, yay or nay, work into 100?
Hopefully, I don't have to. So. Hope I can live that long. First of all, that's the first part of that equation.
Seriously.
Probably a few too many Coors Lights to get that far, but we'll see.
So there was volunteers picking up a record amount of trash from New Jersey beaches last year. You want to hear some of the weird stuff that they
besides like needles and stuff like that?
Dominating the hall, Patrick, were male enhancement pills. A lot of Viagra.
The unused Viagra, though, clearly.
Yeah, well, in the package, though, probably. Like the little.
Seems like a real waste.
It happens. A set of braces.
So you tell me I can tell Dave Collins to go to Jersey.
Yes.
Walk around the beach and get his supplies for him. Okay.
For free.
There you go.
A glow-in-the-dark condom.
Nice.
Turkish Airlines hygiene kit.
That can be helpful, glow in the dark.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a runway
so
lights.
Many advancements in the condom field.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day.
Well, sex in your 40s. Here you go, Chris.
Yeah. There was a hunk of human hair. Oh boy, that's awkward.
Like some of the top things I found was hunks of hair.
Yeah, but they're just they were listing the most random stuff that they picked up at this when they were cleaning up a bunch of. I read an article that they drained in the 70s. They drained or not drained, but they diverted the Niagara Falls water so that they could study the erosion on Niagara Falls and see what's going on there. And when they did that, they found a bunch of crap at the bottom, and it was actually like 2 full human remains from 2 people who jumped in.
Probably killed himself, right?
Like a guy and a girl committed suicide together. Nice. They found $50,000 in coins. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Is that the Joe Ritchie coin collection?
Yeah, I don't know where that coin collection is though. I'd like to know where that one is.
You're never gonna find it now, Peter.
No, that's true, right? Scientists figure out how vampire bats got a taste for blood. Oh, that's not good. Do you remember like when you and me did our podcast? It was just you and me, and we talked about the guy who smuggled in like 400 reptiles. Man smuggled 1,700 reptiles from Mexico to Hong Kong.
It's like 400. Hold my beer. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. 400.
Quadruple that real quick.
Chris McGraw. One snake's like, I'm good. I'm out.
Get the hell out of here.
This is kind of crazy. We didn't hear about this. Delta pilot lands jet safely after cockpit windshield cracks.
Where was that at?
In Utah City or in Utah, Salt Lake City, going to Washington D.C.
That's a long flight.
That's a long flight.
Yeah, that is. Wow.
It's probably like a 6-hour flight or so.
Do you think like
probably hit something on takeoff?
Yeah, hit a bird for sure.
A bird or something. Yeah.
But do you think like I'm wondering if it got cold in there? Like, do you think like a little gust, or is it like our windshield where it's
depends if it cracks enough that the cabin pressure will
lose the pressure. That's where the issue is.
So I mean, probably because it was on the takeoff. I'm guessing that they probably just turned right around and it wasn't an issue like that because when you're under 10,000 feet, I think it is. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, yes, that's true. The best, I probably said this on podcast. I'm sure I have, but so I used to watch I think it was like 5,000 or Million Ways to Die is I think the name of the show, and they used to like the most random ways people had died, and one was this airline stewardess. She was just an absolute. Everybody hated her. Absolutely.
Did somebody just open the emergency exit and toss her ass out?
No, they were high up.
That took the play down, but yes.
No, when they were high up and everybody else was tucked in their seatbelts because she was forcing people to get, and the top of the airplane got ripped open and sucked her out. And that's the most miserable way to die, they say, because like you don't die instantly. It's like you freeze to death. You have
she gets stuck in the hole
No, she got thrown out into the atmosphere.
Because I know that it was unfortunately like the Southwest flight several years ago now, like the window cracked.
Oh yeah,
the poor lady, the one lady got sucked out of the partially, which was in her seat, so they tried to pull her back and it didn't work out, unfortunately for her.
Yes, yeah, I remember reading that one. That was not good, no good.
That's why I always choose an out seat.
Another one was a guy was robbing this jewelry store, and he was running from the jewelry store, and then see that the sewer. Like it was an open sewer, and so he fell, and
it's like a bad comedy movie.
And his top of his mouth and it shoved his teeth into his brain.
Yikes!
Yeah, not good. And they did the little like demonstration of like a model of how it would. I was like, oh my god, yeah, that's a hell of a way to die. Yeah, I don't know why I like that so much. I was like, there's another one where a redneck.
Rock Chris sleep tonight.
Jesus.
Redneck. What do they call it? Redneck liposuction. So this really fat redneck dude wanted to get liposuction, but he couldn't afford it. So his buddy they cut a hole and they did a shock vac. And they shock vac his organs out.
How deep did this guy cut?
They shock vac some organ out and it killed him.
What do you cut the hole? How deep you gotta go, dude?
I don't know.
You ever see it's like a little tube that they put like barely in you?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a liposuction.
I mean,
oh my god.
I think we've gone too far, John.
Yeah. Have you ever watched the pimple popper stuff? I can't watch 2 seconds of that.
Margaret watches it all the time.
Dad loves it. Are you kidding me? I've seen we had buddies in high school. Girls would love to pop guys' pimples. I'm like, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What is wrong with you fucking people?
That's a little weird.
Yeah. I've never had anybody pop a pimple for me. I would rather die than somebody to pop my pimple.
I'm not going to pop your pimple, Peter. Don't worry.
I appreciate that. See, that's why we're good friends, Pat. Because you're guaranteeing me you're not going to pop my pimples. Oh.
It never even crossed my mind.
Yeah? Well, listen. All right, we want to get into my favorite subject is the feel good. I feel like you guys need a little pick me up. Chris is sleeping. Panel Lynch, I can't get you guys to say more 10 words. I'm trying to get into these stories. Throw it out there. Let you guys conversate.
I've been conversating.
Yeah, pass the conversation. You can't conversate with himself. Mr. McGraw, jump in. Get a little angry. You got me hot. You got me hot, all right?
That was an impromptu chat Pierre's rear spot.
Gotta get a grind my gears in there, right?
Grind my gears.
Yeah.
Chat my rear moment.
The newest Cadbury bunny is a therapy dog named Rosie. Yeah.
It's not a bunny then.
No, definitely not.
You still eat it though. It seems kind of weird for like a. I think it was going to be a therapy thing for you that you eat it, right? That's a little weird.
Yeah. I don't think you want to.
Because you don't eat like your therapy dog, so that's a little weird.
That's true, but he's passing out Cadbury. He just likes Cadbury.
Oh, the dog is passing it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant it was like the shape of a dog.
No.
Okay, you're done talking.
Please listen to when we talk. So Pat, this is kind of a cool one for us because we're looking to get EV cars hopefully at some point, like some the F-150s when they got better batteries. EV charging answer: quantum technology will cut time it takes to charge electric cars to just 9 seconds.
I saw this thing with like Tesla.
That's pretty awesome.
That's insane.
I saw this thing with Tesla, like with the cars. Like the car knows where the charging stations are, and it knows where you're going to go. And they'll tell you if you're planning a trip from like here to California or whatever. Yeah. It'll tell you like you got to charge this one for 20 minutes and like that one for like 30 minutes. Like you're not charging more than like 20, 30 minutes anyway. So like, these things to get through.
You know, it'd be smart is to get a bunch of these charging stations, but hook them up to like malls, so because people have to spend their 20, 30 minutes. And then they can go shopping. Yeah,
they do like truck stops, like
That's
like
Walgreens is smart enough to do put those in.
Jewel does too.
I hear that
there's some at the hip.
I hear that there's issues with those like batteries. They're like lithium batteries, like kind of like in your phone. Yeah. And after so much charging, they don't hold as long of a charge. Yeah, that's probably. I don't know how big of an issue it is with.
Are the charging things universal by cars? Or does like Tesla have one?
No, they're all separate.
Because you know like a gas pump's a gas pump. It doesn't matter what kind of car you got.
Yeah, I think they did. Tesla did that and they screwed people over. And all the EVs are not the same.
See, that's a problem.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Kind of like the Apple iPhone.
Yeah, where they have to keep changing the battery thing.
Well, but in Europe, they're requiring them to do the USB-C now.
Oh, are they?
Because the consumer complaints enough that they're and Apple's trying to fight it, but
they have They have the weird outlets out there too, right?
Yeah, that's all Europe though. So it'd be the same thing, but just like the weird charge at the end of it.
This is actually kind of cool. You know those dogs? You ever see those robotic dogs that were made by Boston?
Super Bowl commercial, right?
Yeah, exactly. They are patrolling the ruins of Pompeii to help preserve relics. So, like, they're up and down watching at night. So
it's a robotic. Was it like bite
security? No. Well, no. It catches you, flashes, and then people will come and catch you. Stealing stuff.
Got it. Cool.
So they don't want people stealing relics and artifacts and stuff.
Because I'm sure they're just going. You know, people take a little bit here, take a little bit there. You're not going to have anything.
Dick move.
But that's
like
welcome to the world. Are you kidding me?
Mom was watching something on WTTW, and they have like the earliest cave paintings. I think it's like in some like town in Spain. Yeah. And you can't actually go in the cave anymore because all the human breathing and all the moisture from breathing was ruining the painting. So like they have a like exhibit in like a cave or in like some museum that's like off the beaten path a little bit further away from the actual cave. Yeah. They can see what it looks like, but like you can't go in that cave.
You know it's crazy. They found a lot of these things and it's a lot of graffiti. Like a lot of the old like paintings like from like Rome and that, a lot of that graffiti is still available. You can find some of the stuff and it's all like penis pictures and like it's the dumbest stuff. And it's like, God, humans have been stupid forever. Like things
they find the penis funny.
Dick jokes are always
dick jokes have always been
hilarious.
Your mom jokes are always a solid.
It's like caveman, dick, mom, right there.
Yeah. Methane eating bacteria converts greenhouse gas to fuel. Could clean up fracking sites. That's really.
Is that the big problem with the cows that they produce methane?
Methane, yeah. But you know they're I don't know. There's so much weird science to it, but they're figuring out how to stop that.
Cool. Like, I like cheeseburgers and steaks, so that's great.
Yeah, like let's stop that for sure.
Way to go, science!
Gotta love science.
Science doing the real work.
About time I do something useful.
Let's see. I'm gonna give you one last one, and we'll cozy up or cup cozy inspired by squid skin will keep your hands cool and your coffee hot, and it's sustainable.
You said it's made by squid skin?
It's cup cozy inspired by squid skin. Will keep your hands cool and your coffee hot. And it's sustainable.
Nice.
That's super interesting. I mean, there's
How does that technology work?
Would you like me to go into it? In the future, you may have a squid to thank for your coffee. Staying hot and on a cold day.
So it's inspired by squids, so it's not killing squids to make this, obviously.
Yeah. So what they're probably looking into, because there's got to be something with this squid skin that makes it, fancy. But there's so many different things. Like, what's the cooler that everybody wants that you can leave it shut in it for like 48 hours and your ice is still. What are the new the cool coolers?
Yetis?
Yeah, Yetis. Those are expensive as all get out.
You're buying me a boat.
Yeah.
Really?
No, you goober. That's in the song.
Country song.
I know.
I thought the Yetis were that expensive.
But we bought some tumbler. I have a tumbler Yeti from work, and it was we paid like several grand for like 100 of them.
Yeah, they're insane, but they're supposed to be some of the best. But again, they're not they're not biodegradable. That's the other thing.
It's reusable though, so you can reuse it.
Yeah, I keep using it, but how many of those cups do you have, and you use it like 3 times, and then you?
I got to sit in there.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
Yeah. Chris, you got anything else here, bud?
I'm looking up the price of Yeti coolers, see what they.
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus, $250 for a cooler? God damn.
But it can keep your Coors Light ice cold for
I have a Coors Light refrigerator at the touch of a button.
Correct, but this is when you're on the road. No fridge.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna get an EV car. I'll put that Coors Light machine in there. I'm not gonna have to worry about that.
That's the way.
Why'd you buy an EV car, Chris? Or the Coors Light machine? Why else would I buy this thing?
Yeah. And you get to
you don't care about the environment?
Carpooling.
And you can't. Can you get really good at DUI? Be like, one of the best jokes I've heard recently. It was like, in an EV, if you get pulled over and you get drunk, and he's like, "Excuse me, officer." He's like, "I wasn't. That's on him. I wasn't driving. That's the car driving right now." And I could see Chris being in there, sitting there with the
Coors Light machine,
and in the carpool lane. And they're like, "Sir, you're in the car." Yeah, I got my money. Sir, are you drinking and driving? No, I'm not driving. The car's driving. This is the perfect freaking. This is the setup of a life right here.
Yeah, this sounds like that would not work, but.
I can't wait for it. I know that people talk about this, and when self-driving cars, and we could just nap to work. I get in the car.
I don't know if I'd ever be comfortable with that. I don't know.
I think the technology.
Pat, when you get to when you work taxis until 2 a.m. one night, and you got that self-driving car that'll take you all the way home.
That extra 30, man.
That extra 30.
If you don't make it either way, it's a win-win for you.
Exactly.
On that note, we're gonna leave like we started, Chris, on a beautiful.
Oh man.
Sprinkles. Bye.